It's an absolute abuse of authority. That's actually the worst.
Tonight, a San Diego police officer is accused of using excessive force, wrongful detention, and false arrest after a confrontation over parking at Costco. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Catherine Garcia.
And I'm Mark Mullen. So the incident happened 2 days before the 4th of July last year. It was all caught on security cameras.
As NBC7's Dave Summers explains, the man now suing the officer and other members of the police department is a Homeland Security agent.
In a matter of a couple minutes, frustration, often found in a crowded Costco parking lot, accelerated to Homeland Security agent 53-year-old Chu Ding being rendered unconscious.
And he was knocked cold after his head struck the pavement.
Attorney Eugene Iredale is representing Ding in this lawsuit against the city, San Diego police officer Jonathan Ferraro, and other members of the department.
Insult him, call him a Chinese piece of and then to hurl him to the ground head first, causing concussion.
It happened at the Carl Mountain Road Costco July 2nd, 2024. Iredale provided a 2-minute security camera clip of the confrontation. That's Officer Ferraro in the pickup trying to park. Ferraro is in plain clothes, off-duty and unarmed. According to the video, which has no sound on it, Ding approaches, taps the passenger side window to alert Ferraro that he was in his way and trying to leave. Ferraro seems focused on the spot ahead of him, moves toward it, then again blocks Ding's exit. Ding then taps on the truck bed. Ferraro jumps out of his truck, grabs the Homeland Security officer, who is also in plain clothes.
Was 2 decades younger and at least 20, if not 40 pounds heavier.
Ding is slammed to the ground and unconscious, while Officer Ferraro walks back to the truck. The end of the video was not the end of the story for Agent Ding. Despite his injuries, he was put in the back of a police car and handcuffed for a period of time. He was taken to the hospital where he was treated for his injuries, then taken to jail where he was charged with a felony, obstructing a police officer from doing their duty. The district attorney rejected those charges and never prosecuted.
Of course, there was no basis to file any charges. It was a false arrest, completely bogus.
Iredale provided us photos of Ding's injuries. He had a fractured rib, dislocated shoulder, and a concussion.
What they didn't realize is that the man that they thought was just a hapless person who would be the punching bag of the day was a federal officer.
Iredale says Ding was off work for 4 months. Recovery is slow, both physically and emotionally.
It's amazing to me that there was not already an internal affairs investigation, because there are multiple violations of any reasonable internal code of discipline.
According to the complaint, Homeland Security did its own internal investigation that found Ding innocent of any wrongdoing. Iredale says the video may be all the proof you need. Dave Summers, NBC7.
A spokesperson for the San Diego Police Department tells NBC7 they are aware of the lawsuit but did not provide further comment.
Street cops versus the feds. A lot of thoughts about this one, man. I am Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida on a very warm Sunday afternoon, 3:53. Street cops versus the feds. Y'all think Officer Agent Ding is a recipient of qualified immunity too? In the end, his attorney said they thought he was just a regular, average Joe who was going to be a victim of, their bullying, or however he phrased that. The fuck you mean by that, big dog? I rhetorically speaking, I think I know what you were saying, even if you weren't aware of what you were communicating. If it would have been a regular Joe or Josephine, would have made a difference to you, Mr. Civil Rights Attorney? Homeland Security did their own internal investigation and found that Agent Officer Dean did nothing wrong. I wonder how often Homeland Security gets involved in investigations when civilians are attacked by these cowards like that. See, the whole little shenanigan here, the whole shebang just doesn't sit right with me. Because I think most of us with open eyes who use them to see know the only reason that this was brought to this level is because it was a Fed. Now, I say that knowing and remembering many instances when officers attack civilians like this and we get the reporting and excessive news on it. But again, I will ask, when does Homeland Security get involved to investigate? Now, the officer who jumped out of the truck off duty and attacked this gentleman later charged him with, what they say, obstructing the police during his, what the fuck duty was you committing, fam? I'm asking another rhetorical question, because those of us with open eyes who use them to see know you probably made up some shit on the scene, and then your ass filed a false police report, which you guys never, ever are held to any accountability about. When y'all lie, when we can see what the hell happened, you were not involved in any damn investigation, and if you were, why did they so generally speak of it? Why didn't they at least generally tell us what the hell the investigation was? You were investigating a place to park because your lazy ass probably didn't want to park far away where you would have to walk somewhere. So you jumped out your damn car with all of your dictator entitlement, and you jumped on a dude that you thought was a regular citizen. Because you probably have done some shit like this or came close to doing it to a regular citizen. This time you just was doing it to a Fed. And yet we see they still didn't do a damn thing to your ass. Slam that man on the ground, beat him unconscious with the slam, and whatever else you did, and then got back in your truck happily, not giving a damn about a human life. And you're a cop. I be having two options with these videos, guys. Let the emotion that I feel covering these stories and watching how these coward motherfuckers behave control my rhetoric, control my commentary, or just speak slow and just think through what I'm saying. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite is just to say how the fuck I feel about this coward ass shit. That's my favorite, but it's always maybe not the most productive. I can just keep reminding Americans that this is the policy of the American government to institute laws and policies to shield these cowards from accountability when they violently attack anybody, including their own. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little shocked that because this was a Fed, they didn't do more to this coward ass off-duty cop. That is another reminder that all of us need to constantly be aware of. There are cops 24/7 around the clock. They have a cop attitude, cop persona, cop aura, and they definitely have cop qualified immunity that shields them from any accountability for their actions. I'm telling you, my emotions be wanting to say, y'all are so lucky a lot more y'all ass don't end up dead fucking with people like this, fam. This is the type of shit that gets you killed. What if somebody that was with him, that loved him, was in the truck with him and seeing him on the vehicle with him and seeing him just politely several times asking your ass to get out of the way so they could leave, seeing you jumping on him like that and jumped out and dropped your ass? I don't know what the laws are where you are, but I'm pretty sure because you're a cop, they done made a big deal out of it. But that's probably my last contention with these stories, fam, that I don't say nearly as much as I probably want to. Johnnies, the American government are so lucky more of these motherfuckers don't end up dead how they treat us, man. Like we're not humans, man. Like we're not created in the image of God. Like we don't deserve to have our sanctity of life and safety protected. I don't give a damn if they were the same size, the same height. If the person he assaulted was able to whoop his ass, that doesn't make his actions any less violent and despicable. And he's still a cop. No accountability whatsoever. I'm Trailhead Bill. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.